You didn't have a snooze class.
I figured it'd be better from the heart. Okay, so thank you guys all.
Rather than from the computer that I read?
I kind of...
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I told on it last night.
I didn't want to ramble on, so I just wrote something.
I want to thank you all for coming out. I just want to give a round of applause for my parents. Honestly, they make me so much. I know it's not been an easy time I know my parents and my brothers and sister, it's never really been an easy time for making this decision. I also want to thank, although I'm joining right now, we do have two legends right here, Papa and Ed.
Yeah.
They lived it. They know what it's all about. Both you guys have also taught me so many morals, but what I really want to get onto is what my parents have taught me throughout my life, just quickly. My dad, probably one of the most compassionate people I've ever met. As a man, I've never been able to actually see somebody that's actually been able to cry and still show like strength. I still can't do it to this day, but my father can do it, and I've also had some great bonding moments with him. We've always had our talks. He's also taught me one quote that honestly will probably stick with me to this day for the rest of my life, and that's "Beware the unexpected." I don't know how many times I've heard that. I know you've heard it. I know you've heard it, and that's one of the things that's just been ingrained in me my whole life. I'll never forget it, and to this day, when I'm there, whatever I'm doing, I'll always remember it. With my mom, we've had a great relationship. It's honestly, I knew exactly what I wanted to say. You've taught me my stubbornness.
I taught you.
You may say let's just say sometimes I'm not the most compliant person out of everybody, but I've learned that because with that stubbornness, it's the one thing that keeps my morals in check, and I'll always thank you for that. You've always taught me never to quit. I don't know how many times I've come home from school and you've been there up with me till 12 in the morning to finish my report. That it's honestly, there's nothing more I could be grateful for than that, and just my dad. And honestly, the last thing I want to say is I read this one thing on an article on the internet. It's not really the soldier themselves that really deal with the hardest times. It's the families, because the mental fight is always the hardest besides the physical fight. Though the soldier deals with the mental fight, we get to express our feelings through a physical fight, which relieves our angers and our frustrations. But it's the families that don't get to release that physical fight. And I just want to thank you all for being mentally fighting for me.
Damn right.
And all of you guys, my friends and my family, you guys know who you are. You guys have supported me all the way, and I honestly couldn't be gladder to be with a greater group of people. That's all I have to say.